with our calendars being so busy today, and maybe more challenging, the fact that so many people have access to them, that sometimes we feel a little bit of loss of control. And especially if you have multiple calls each day, whether they're maybe 3 discos and a couple of demos, or a couple hours of prospecting and maybe a team meeting, whatever that you might have going on, after these interactions, it's important for you to take a few minutes to distill exactly what happened in that conversation in those moments. You find a lot of times that you get ghosted because of not understanding and not taking the time to distill what happened in the interaction prior. And when you do this, let's say discovery for an example, if you've just spoken to somebody for 45 minutes about their business, what's going on, the challenges they're facing, the solutions they're looking for, the strategies they've employed, their people, their team, you've gotten quantifiable, you understand all the details about this. Well, hopefully you accomplish some next steps and you book those on that call. And even if you did, there's still a moment of reflection that needs to take place to say, well, now in this next interaction, what do I have to bring? If it's a demo, then how do I prepare for that? If you just took 45 minutes of discovery notes, if you have a call recording software, if you have an AI bot that's taking these notes for you, it's important to aggregate those things and spend a few minutes reading through them to really understand what is this person trying to accomplish, to distill it into 10 words instead of 3 paragraphs. Because at the end of the day, when they go to their board, to their leadership, to sell this internally should they have to, you want them to be able to remember each of those interactions and have a succinct way of repeating those to whoever needs to hear it, to get that PO issued, to get that invoice signed, to get the right stakeholder to the negotiation table, or to get procurement engaged in the deal to get it across the line before the quarter ends. And in order to do that, we absolutely have to make the time to distill the information we've gotten at each point. Because imagine if they're evaluating you and 2 or 3 or 5 other vendors. It's hard to keep all of that straight. And it's not their responsibility to make sure they know everything we need to tell them. And so if we find succinct ways, if we take the time to distill information, take notes on it, and use that throughout our process, this is the way we show them that we're leaning in. We show them that we have partnered with them. We're no longer sitting across the table trying to sell each other something. We're now sitting next to each other, arm in arm, saying, how do we go to this destination together? And when you get a customer to feel that, when you get them to understand that you're leaning in for the reasons that they want to accomplish, and if you show them that you've taken the time to distill all the information that they've shown you right after the interactions that you've had, when it's the most fresh in your mind and theirs, imagine the type of revelations you can give them and your speed to task. So take a few minutes after each of your calls. Write down the moments that are important. Write down the emotions in that room. Write down the questions you still have and the things that need to be accomplished. And write down what you know. And see how that tracks with how much you need to know at this part of the deal to take it to the next stage. Good luck out there.